A short little video about numerology and astrology combined. And I just give a brief rundown. I'm using the Pythagorean system, but I tried Chaldean and so on. And the Chaldean system were earth-based, and 7 planets and number values were based upon sound and vibration, with Earth and 7 planets giving the rows from 1 to 8, how they don't use the number 9. And it was based upon Middle Eastern, Indic, Brahmi and Persian, Zoroastrianism and Babylonian astrology and numerology. And since this goes ancient technique, that's why I always combine everything. And it does not include number 9, since number 9 contains the values and the vibrations of the numbers 1 to 9. And then we go to the brief history of Hebrew Cabala. After the Assyrian captivity, Jews were divided into 2 tribes, and Judea adopted the Babylonian tradition circa 600 BC, and the Chaldean doctrine of Eastern mysticism was the base of Jewish Cabala. In the Middle Ages it changed name to Latin Cabala. And it remained a doctrine of the elect, and it was in the beginning it was only elect Jews using mystical techniques and hidden teachings in the Torah to connect to God. And it contains the rapid recitation of Yod He Vav He and the use of 10 Sepirot of the Tree of Life, learning to use the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet that comes as a force from God, also known as energy patterns that serve as building blocks of the cosmos and transcends the time-space limitations of the physical world, and connects to one's divine spark within. And that's why I often, when I mention that, read this psalm on that psalm, that is me using the power of the 22 letters there in a simple way. And it came to Jerusalem around 300 BC, and in that the practitioners were called Taniam. And there is the first really famous, this is a debate, was Yeshoshu ben Pandira, the first real Kabbalist, and the debate is about, was he Jesus Christ? So that's a debate only you can answer. And this is just the basic of Pythagorean. Calculate your birth number, like date, month, year, and all 4 digits. And it's 9822 and so on. And for me, my birthday is 27th. So it is a 9. But it also contains of 2 numbers, 2 and 7. So there's a little bit of... and that birth date usually appears in the first 30 years of your life. Then it doesn't mean so much anymore since you've grown on. But this is the one that lasts you forever, since names can change. And then you take your full name, including all middle names. Add the values of the letters together. And when I say childhood, I had a different maiden name, of course. In the old days, we all swift names when we got married. And then you check out with your maiden name, your childhood names, all middle names, and that's surname. And then if you get married, you check out your full name with your married name and look out how it feels. And then sometimes when you have a nickname, that when somebody knows you only by your nickname, check out that for fun as well. Like friends call you with a certain nickname, that gives you certain planetary connections there. And then your official work name, how you present yourself when you are working. That is, so that can help you to so do you give a Saturnian vibe or do you look like Mercury and that kind of thing, how people see you. And birthday number and planets. And there is a lot of debate now with the New Age and the Vedic system and so on. But one thing is for sure, the date of your birth is the one that is the core of everything. Names can change, but the date of your birth can't. So if you have this number as a 1, you are ruled by the sun, fire. If you have 2, moon and water. 3, Jupiter, fire. 4, Uranus and air. 5, Mercury, air. 6, Venus and earth. 7, as I am, Neptune and water. 8, Saturn and earth. 9, Mars and fire. And I know that in the Indian tradition they also sometimes with Jupiter and Mercury and Mars, and they have Rahu and Ketu as well. So if you're interested in that, I just tell you there is other ways of looking at it. And the planets and the letters, this is something I just do for fun. I love to analyze everything. Sun letters are AJS. Moon is BKT. Jupiter is CLU. Uranus, here we come with my Marjorie, or Maggie, M, DMV, and Vladimir Putin there as well, as you can see. So we both have Uranus there in our name. And then we have Mercury, ENW. And then we have the Venus, FOX, Fox. Neptune is GPY. Saturn is HQZ. And Mars is I and R. And I love numerology since you can apply it to your addresses, companies, house names, countries. And many people in many traditions, they change their name or nickname accordingly. And company names, this is big business. They always want you to add, I know many have asked me to do that. When they start the business, to pick out the date and the name of the business, and you use these Sun, Moon and Jupiter letters, what they want to project. So if I want everybody to know that I'm a military, or then I might go with Saturn letters or Mars as the first letter for the company name and so on. So this is just a simple overview. And by changing your name or nickname and a personal year and the number of the year. This year I think was a 6 and next year will be a 7. And Rosh Hashanah was yesterday and that added up to 6 if I remember, as this year has been as number 6 for me. And next year I will come up to 7. Rosh Hashanah in the autumn and New Year for us will be a number 7 for me. And when your cycles enter, since you go through 9-year cycles here, it is you get your life path number times 9. And then you can, every 9 years it changes. So, and when you have 2 numbers, let's say that you're on cycle 7 and your life part is 7, that's extra powerful. Or you have the vibration of the year and the month and you can add it up to how much. And I combine this with astrology, magic, since they combined it in the old days, that's why I combine it as well. So I'm just doing my thing here. But this is something I think is fun, and I hope you get inspired, and I will go into more depth of this. I have a pen problem. My pens are running out, so I can't hardly write right now. I bought 20 pens and they were all dry again, so have a magical day. Bye for now.